The crowd is loud, the lights are on, and the strategies are set. Welcome, football fans, to the premier destination for a deep dive analysis into the game you love. Welcome to the best high school football podcast in the nation. It's the Playbook, baby! Coach Traylor is here, who is entering his third year at his current high school. He is in his ninth year teaching and coaching as a head track coach and wide receivers coach here alongside me.
You heard it, folks. I'm Coach Traylor, and I am with the one and only Coach Fulcher. He has been coaching for over 20 years and has been blessed to win several championships. This is his first year at his current school where he coaches the slot wide receivers. Listen, we spent years standing on the sidelines, sketching in the dirt, and building championship programs, which is why we are excited to launch this show.
What a game last night, Traylor. I mean, that Marcus Flowers kid is a diaper dandy, was he not?
He made several great plays last night, but I tell you what, on the other side, the boy Broncos, we had a few playmakers as well, with Timmy Carshaw getting in the end zone, Marcus Johnson also getting into the end zone,
yes.
And then PK, Peyton Korlevich, he was able to get a few catches along with Mason Novak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I got a question for you. At what exact moment did you feel the momentum shift?
I tell you what, to start the game off, they decided to take the ball, and from there they returned a big kick crossing our 40-yard line. From there, the first play of the game, Marcus Flowers comes out onto the field. He drops back, doesn't see anybody open, and he takes the first play for 13 yards, moving the chains. From that moment, they're able to establish their running game, run the ball up the middle. Also, they was able to do a little dink and dunks, throwing some stop routes, throwing some screens, and they got the ball within our 5-yard line. But you know, even at this point, we still had the game under control. Our defense held them to a 4th and 3. They went for it. They did not get it.
Yeah.
And then our offense gets the ball, turnover on downs on the 3-yard line. From there, we did not fold. It's easy to be backed up and you make a mistake, but that wasn't the case. In fact, they had a penalty holding on B.J. Dixon.
They did.
And then from there, we was able to get the ball moved to the 10. And then after that, Caden Washington, big run up the middle for a big gain.
K-Wash.
And that just spearheaded Timmy Carshaw on a bubble. 79 yards to the end zone to put the good guys up 7-0. All right? But even then, they were able to march back down the field. Marcus Flowers put them into the end zone to tie the score up 7-7. But we still weathered the storm. Yes, sir. This wasn't the pivotal moment where we shifted. It wasn't until late in the second half. We're up 17-7. It's 4th down. It's 4th and 3. We're getting ready to get a stop. Offense getting ready to get on the field. We get a PI call. They get a first down. They go score. Now, just like that, it's 17-13.
Yeah.
And that one penalty right there causes the offense to get back in our typical self of not being able to control a rhythm. From there, offense gets on the field. We also match with a penalty of our own, push us back to kick a field goal that we couldn't make. And then from there, we just had a really hard time establishing our rhythm. So that defensive penalty turned into an offensive penalty, which turned into us not being able to move the ball down the field and score consistently like we thought that we have planned. All right. But let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
What was a pivotal moment for you that swung our momentum?
I think it was when we were on our 42-yard line and unfortunately we had to punt, and that punt was blocked. And I think that changed things for us because given the fact that we were able to get the ball back down on the other side and flip the field for us, that would have put us in a better position as opposed to them having a very short field and now getting a chance to actually take the lead. Because I think it's very difficult when a team has a lead for so long for it to change closer to the end of the game. And then now you're struggling to get back to the forefront. It's just a tough thing for us. Coach, let me ask you a question. Did the opponent show you anything last night that you didn't see on film?
Nothing new was shown last night. Princeton they stayed true to who they were.
Okay.
Basically, what we saw on film is what we got.
Yes, sir.
But it was the fact that we made more mistakes and we allowed our emotions to get the best of us, which is why we weren't able to secure the victory. Do you feel we had to make any game time adjustments or anything like that?
I don't think so, Coach. I think that we had everything that we put in play as far as our game plan was concerned was right on point. I just think we missed a few key marks, maybe some missed throws here and there, but that happens in any game. Even professional athletes miss throws. But I'm really excited about how we ended the season and how well they played in this particular moment. Coach, let me ask you one more. Who is your unsung hero who played absolutely critical when the outcome of the game was on the line?
Man, it was tough. I feel like James Talbot had a really good game. He came downhill and he drove on a slant route to have a pass breakup. He had a couple big other tackles in that game as well. So to me, if you was to look up the stat sheet, probably wouldn't see his name very much, but I feel like he had a solid defensive game for us. How about you, Coach?
I'm also going to go on the defensive side of the ball. I think Ugo played extremely huge. When you think about the double teams that he faces from time to time, being as big as he is, and they move him around on that defensive front, he got in there and caused and disrupted a lot of different plays on last night. And it's exciting to see him grow. I look forward to seeing what he's going to look like in that senior uniform.
Oh, man, that sounds good. I tell you what, that basically wraps up our show for today. Stay tuned for episode 3 where we talk about the season as a whole, and then we have much more later on to go from the Playbook podcast, baby.
Remember to tune in because this is the best high school podcast in the nation. It's the Playbook, baby!